that point in life where little things are starting to trigger me now, to remind me of stuff, think of stuff. So earlier we were shooting that go-kart, that guitar flavored go-kart with all kinds of stupid fiberglass. One of them's the Trans Am, right? It's the brownish one. It's supposed to resemble the engine turning on the dash and all that. Well, I think I mentioned the other day, that was my first car. I had a 79 Trans Am WS6 with a 403 Olds automatic, and it was brown with that goldish interior. The wasn't velvet. I don't know what it was. It was felt something. Super comfortable. Ideal first car. I mean, honestly, and I'll admit this, did not deserve that car and loved that car. But that go-kart reminded me of it. And when I made that go-kart, I was thinking of that old Trans Am of mine, which I wish I'd never gotten rid of. It was Eagle Delete. So it did not have a bird on the hood, which I kind of liked. It did have it had the fins on the side and the spoiler in the rear. And it had a little spoiler in the front. And it had the shaker. Sounds like Abe's rolling in with his mower. Here, I'm talking about my brother Devo, my good buddy, Devon, Big D. We're good buddies. He had in 1970 a real Judge, a GTO Judge 70, 400 Ram Air 3. I think he put Ram Air 4 stickers on it. He repainted it. To this day, probably one of two of the fastest cars I've ever been in. The other fast car I was in was my buddy's 70 Hemi Cuda that he never really got running right. But even running wrong, that thing was a handful. So, get out of school one day, and I think I had an hour or two to kill. And I was like, Devon, let's go get something to eat at my house. I lived, 2-3 miles, 2.5 miles from school. We realized this is rural Indiana. And you got to go down our high school road, then you turn right, head down a road before you turn left to get to my house. And that was probably at least 3/4 of a mile. And there was only 2 houses on that road, and the same family owned all that farm right there. So you go down the road, Grandma and Grandpa lived on the left, and then one of the older brothers lived in the right, and their youngest brother was a drag racer. So he was always up and down the road. I think he had a Chevelle back in the day. He used to run our road because my mom and I, when he would try to dial his car in, we'd sit out the front porch and drink iced tea and watch him blaze up and down our road. And thought it was the greatest. It was like free drag race, Hey, this is fun. Anyway, I pull over, Shep pulls up next to me, and roll down our windows. I think we already had our windows down, honestly, but I'm like, all right, we got to do it. We got to race. We got to do it. So we realized these roads could barely handle one car, let alone 2. So we were both sort of in the ditch a little bit, pretty close to each other. 3, 2, 1 it. Bam. He lit up. He lit those tires up, and I did not. So I got in front of him. Not because I was faster, but because he smoked his tires. I got in front of him, and then I got in the center, and he couldn't get around me. So less than a mile from my house, I get home. Devon pulls in behind me. We're laughing about it. Ha, ha, ha. And, I kicked your ass, blah, blah, blah. Trash talking each other. And, you couldn't have beat me if your life saved, blah, blah, blah. Well, we're going to have to go do it again. We walk in. My mom's there. She's on the phone. And I'm like, hey, Mom, what's going on? Devon loved her. Mom loved Devon. She's, oh, hey, Devon. Oh, hey, it's your dad. He wants to talk to you. I was like, wow, okay. My dad calling me? This is weird. He should be at work. And, he didn't live with us. They were divorced at that time. And it was really strange, the timing. But anyway, I take the phone and Dad's mad. I'm like, oh, shit, what's going on? He goes, it's going to be 2 weeks. 2 weeks of what? He goes, I'm taking your car away from you for 2 weeks. I was like, why? He goes, I heard you were drag racing. I literally just got done drag racing. It wasn't even a drag race. It was like 2 old slow guys, wheelchairing down the road. It was ridiculous. But anyway, I'm like, how did you find out? And how did you get a hold of me so quick? He goes, oh, I got my sources. I got my eyes on you. I'm like, obviously. There's only one house that even saw us do it, and I know who it was. It was old Grandma down the road. She had nothing better to do than watch her own grandson drag race that road all the time. The second me and Shep decided we're going to speed a little bit on that road, guarantee you she called it in. She called my dad at work. He called me, took my car away from me for 2 weeks. I was mad as a hornet because that wasn't even, I mean, I drove much faster than that, just normal driving, and yeah, we were jockeying for position, but we were both pretty good drivers even when we were young. So I don't know. I couldn't understand it. I was pissed. I was mad. Dad's still upset with me. And I'm like, okay, yes, sir. 2 weeks. I get it. Blah, blah, blah. The whole time I'm holding the phone. Mom, can I borrow your car? She's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. So I still got a car. I just don't have my car for a couple of weeks. And we kind of calmed down a little bit. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. He's like, all right, that's what I needed to hear. And he goes, oh, and I start to hang up and he goes, hey, by the way. And this is the coolest thing my dad ever said to me in my entire life. He's 88 now. And I asked him why. He was just here for Christmas. I go, Dad, you got to tell me who turned me in. He goes, I'll never tell you. So he will go to his death and never tell me who turned my ass in. But the coolest thing he ever said to me was, he said, did you win? And I did. Kinda. Anyway, Trans Am story. Check you. DH out.